Hi guys, welcome back to Time Out with B. In my last two episodes, I spoke about things you should learn or know before you're 30, and it was inspired by the Big 30 quotes. I'm so sure several of you have checked that page out by now. If you've not, please check it out. And based on request, on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about 10 before 30. Okay, I meant to say 30 before 30 to make it rhyme, but it is 10 before 30. That means 10 things, and everything I'm going to be saying, they are all taken from ideas and contribution and wisdom shared by great minds on this page. But before I mention the 10 before 30, 10 things you should know, put in place, and learn before you're 30, I want to say something very important that Engineer Seun Adewale mentioned. He said this is not a generic answer. Okay, and I want to put that disclaimer out before we go into the video that everything suggested here is not a generic answer. As life journey doesn't work by numbers, it works by season. If there's anything you're going to take out of this video, is that understand the season of life you are in and operate accordingly. Number one, your spiritual connection with God. So the first thing that you should get right before your next milestone is your spiritual walk with God. Like, without God, we can literally do nothing. So we need to get it right with God. We need to understand how He deals with us. We need to understand whatever season we find ourselves and the purpose we are fulfilling in that season. So she said, have realistic short and long-term goals. Like, this channel, we are all about goal setting and personal development. Having a short-term and long-term life goal helps you have a direction. Yeah, it gives you direction, basically. And short-term goals can be goals for 1 year, for 2 years. Long-term goals can be 5, 10, 15 years. I'm going to mention long-term goal later on in this channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on all the beautiful content I have planned. Okay? One of it is how to plan your long-term goal. Number 3 things we should check before we're 30 is relationship. Surround yourself with like-minded people that shares your goals and your vision. And this, my God, it's so important because your association makes you. The people you interact with determines the opportunity that comes your way. And if you've not watched my videos about the 4 types of people you need in your inner circle, click here. Oh yeah, I will link it somewhere here. Make sure you check it out. The 4th thing she mentioned is our finance. Consider getting an investment, or consider starting, an investment. No amount is too little. And she mentioned again that have a financial plan. Say bye-bye to impulse spending, loans, credit card debt. Have a clean slate. It's time to plan towards buying your first property. You will be amazed how little you need to buy a property. And it's not just about property right now. There are several other investments you can do. In our 20s is the best time to invest in our ideas. The 5th thing is my favorite, which is self-development. She said, commit to lifelong learning. Knowledge is power. And somebody said, read, and read. Like, read.
The 6th one is travel. She said it's the best way to learn about life and relaxation. It's worth looking forward to before you're 30. And this is so important because someone else on the Big 30 quotes mentioned travel. Like, she literally said travel. That is one thing to broaden your horizon. That is one thing to help you experience new things. The 7th thing she said is consider starting a family. And I know there's a lot of controversy about this, but it is our own opinion. It is our own suggestion. And I totally understand why she would suggest this. I should do this before 30, because I was just doing the math, right? overheard somebody say, the person said some of us would never see our great grandchildren because we are not getting married early. And I did the math. Let's assuming all things being equal, right? All things being equal. Let's assume that you get married at the age of 25 and you give birth. By the time you're 25, your child is what? By the time you're 50, your child is 25. Let's assume all things being equal, the child gets married at 25. And we do that. That means you'll be at 95 by the time you're seeing your great-grandchild. All things being equal. Don't come for me, okay? All things being equal. It just goes ahead to buttress this point that considers starting a family early in your 20s or by the time you're 30. Okay? Our 8th point is be mindful of what you eat. It's basically health. Do regular checkups. Someone else on the Big 30 quote mentioned she wrote a whole long note on health, and I think you should check it out. I would pop it on the screen right now. I think you should check it out. Go for regular medical checkup. Be mindful of your health in your 20s because we can avoid a lot of medical issues by the time we're 30, 40, 50, if we're mindful or if we catch it in our 20s, we can quickly address them. So go for regular medical checkup, and I'm talking to myself on this. The 9th point is know yourself. Like someone said, to that self be true. You can't be true to yourself if you do not know yourself. So learn to know yourself. Know your weaknesses, know your strengths, know your uniqueness, know your abilities, your strengths, know what makes you you. Discover your purpose, know everything you need to know about yourself. And the last point, which is the 10th point, I'm not going to be saying it. Please share with me in the comment section what you think we should check off on our list before we're 30 or before we hit the next major milestone in our life. Time pushes you to your future without your permission. Be prepared. Time, I didn't say that. Let me say it. Time pushes you to your future without your permission. Be prepared. Before you know it, you're 25, you're 30, you're 35, you're 40, and you're doing your 50th birthday, golden jubilee, and you're thinking, where did the time fly? Where did the time go? Time pushes you to your future. Opportunities will come and go. You have to be prepared. It doesn't tell you that, oh, okay, in 28, at the age 28, you'll be doing this. Get yourself ready. No, we don't get that kind of memo in life. Things just come. So we have to be constantly prepared. That is why I mentioned this 10 before 30. When we check off as much as possible these 10 things, I believe we'll be properly equipped for every season we find ourselves. So if you've not checked out my other videos, make sure you check them out. You're going to enjoy them. Check this particular video out. It is a part 1 of this particular video. So make sure you check it out and drop your comments, share it with your loved ones, and help me grow. Okay, I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye.